The Trailblazers announced this morning they have fired general manager Neil Olshey.
Let's bring in AJ McCord for this big change for the Blazer organization, AJ. Yeah, news that maybe was expected, but really was a surprise today.
It was a surprise in the timing of it, but this investigation into Neil Olshey and the alleged toxic work environment that he's created at the Blazers for the last 10 years has been going on for a month now. So it's not unexpected to get an announcement, but the fact that it has come in today is relatively unexpected. And there's been a lot of change within the organization in the last 6 months. This place has been the picture of stability for 10 years, the same general manager and the same head coach. Now, in just the last 6 to 8 months, it's a new head coach and they're in the hunt for a new general manager. Now, the firing of Olshey, like I mentioned, comes following an independent investigation where it was determined he violated the team's code of conduct. The team releasing this statement today on the investigation, quote, "Out of respect for those who candidly participated in that privileged investigation, we will not release or discuss it. We are confident that these changes will help build a more positive and respectful work environment." End quote. Olshey's termination is effective immediately. So now in charge for Portland is Joe Cronin. He's the interim GM while the team searches for a permanent replacement. Cronin has been the team's director of player personnel since 2014. Olshey had been the Blazers GM since 2012, being promoted to the president of basketball ops in 2015. But the recent investigation, like I mentioned, stemmed from reports Olshey had created a hostile work environment and allegedly with instances of bullying and intimidation. Now, keep in mind, too, this firing comes exactly 3 weeks after Blazers president Chris McGowan stepped down from his role he'd been in for 9 years. Dwayne Hankins taking over as president and CEO. So we'll have more on the Olshey firing later at 5, but certainly a lot of things happening here in Rip City.
AJ, I'm just wondering if there's been any talk about who could become a permanent, any names being thrown out there?
There's plenty of names being floated out. I have not been able to confirm them myself, so I will not be reporting it to you now, but certainly it's a priority for Portland because, of course, they have the trade deadline. This team has been incapable of winning on the road at all this season outside of one time. And so there's an urgency in Portland to make sure that they take advantage of Damian Lillard's prime for as much as they possibly can. And that's going to require most likely some moves in Portland. And so you want a general manager in place ASAP so that they can start making those moves and figuring out how to get this team on the right track.
Okay, we'll let you get back to work. All right. Thanks, AJ.